all of you into the house of the Lord this morning. I was told that we also have our Rockdunda family visiting with us. Can you give a wave if you are from the Rockdunda Church? Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you all here. I also want to take this opportunity to welcome those who are viewing online to our Sabbath service today. Now, today, as I would have shared last week, we are going back into our classes from today. So this morning's feature, before we go back into the classes, I will just be sharing some information that would have been shared with us from the East Caribbean Conference in terms of, it's called a Sabbath School Ministry-Driven Plan, which they would like us to implement. Some of the items are items that we would have been accustomed to doing, but I will just share parts of the information from the plan. It's a long plan, but I just want to share some aspects of it. Okay. So the first aspect of it I would like to share is the restructuring and reorganizing of our Sabbath school. And this is our Sabbath school classes. So these are some of the key elements that they would have identified for successful growth, when it comes to our Sabbath school classes. So as I said, some of the things we might not be able to institute, but whatever we can, we will. So the first thing is for Sabbath school classes to have small groups. The optimum amount would have been 6 members. And even as a Sabbath School Council, we realized at this moment, it would have been very difficult to do that. But let me share then some of the aspects of the class members that they wanted for the class members to be a part of. And even if it is 6, we're not 6, but some of the classes have like 12. So even if persons can team up so that everybody is involved. As I said, some of them would be items that we are accustomed to and some might not. So there should be an outreach coordinator in each class. And what does this outreach coordinator do? As the name suggests, serves as evangelism coordinator of the class and works closely with the personal ministries leader in organizing witnessing units within the community. The second one, we're of course familiar with, care coordinator, and we know that this person serves to facilitate care and concern for class members with personal issues. The next one is social coordinator. As the name suggests, this person develops social activities for the class to do together. The next one is the discussion leader. Of course, we're familiar with that one. Evokes discussion with the class and serves as the leader of the class. 90% of the discussion leader's task should be to ask questions that connect thoughts. A lesson connect coordinator, and this person connects with the class members each day relating to the lesson study. And finally, we're also familiar with this one, the secretary, who maintains the class information and registers the attendance, offering daily study, outreach, etc. Okay. The next aspect of it I would like to share with you is the class time will be 55 minutes, and that is from 9:45 to 10:40. We might be a little off today. And let me just share with you, of course, in your classes, your discussion facilitators also have this information, but I will just share it with you. So in these 55 minutes, the first 5 minutes of the class is for the discussion leader to welcome everyone, take notice of visitors, etc. The next 10 minutes is for the outreach coordinator, and I'll read these out because we might not have been accustomed to this one. The outreach coordinator marks personal ministries records, asks members to share their evangelistic encounter or testimony during the week, promote class plans and goals, pair off class members, the weaker with the stronger, give visitation assignments, and arrange for on-the-job training where needed. The next 5 minutes are for the care coordinators to have special prayer for the needs of the class, and also prayer for class plans, interests, and goals, etc. Right. The next 35 minutes is what we are accustomed to. That's the last 35 minutes, actually, where the discussion leader actually facilitates the discussion. So that is basically what I wanted to share from the ministry-driven class plan. As I said, of course, the discussion facilitators also have this information, so they will share and get you running. The final thing I want to share is our classes. It was not posted, so I will try my best to call the name. So you just listen attentively for your name. If you do not hear your name for whatever reason, please let me know. Of course, that would have been an oversight. So I will just share the class names. So first we have Natasha Boyce's class, and I'll share the members who are part of this class. And Natasha's class is normally at the front to this side. And those class members are Taj Grant, Katie Riley, Leslie Ann Worrell, Ray Nichols, Wendy Hines, Andre Chase, Jamal Yearwood, Siobhan de Mendonza, Sherna Reed, Annetta Scanterbury, and Lanacia Nichols. The next one, which is led by Ron Burkett, and these persons normally sit in the quadrant behind. So in Ron Burkett's class, we have Kieran and Lance Ward, Harriet Eiffel, Wilma Ward, Julie Ann Cumberbatch, Maria Haynes, Sonia Blackman, Erlene Harris, Dawn Cox, Kemar Williams, Cherise Gibson, Sharon, and Danny Muller. Then the next class we have is Jeffrey Branker's class, and these persons normally sit to the front, kind of to the front, well, this front quadrant, but kind of in the last 2 or 3 rows. And we have in Jeffrey Branker's class, we have Leanne Branker, Conswell Grant and Francis Greenwich Grant, Wendy Norville, Katrina Norville Wilcher, Dawn Marie and Henderson Callender, Lindry and Beverly Holder, Marcia Robinson, Geraldine Ward, Jana, and Neil Grogan. Next, we have Sister Joy's class, and these persons normally sit the front? Right, somewhere in this front quadrant, but you know Joy, so you'll be able to go to her class. So Joy's class, we have Alvin Henry, Sonia Boyce, Marjorie Graves, Dave and Kamisha Allen, Alton and Una Griffith, Monica Yard, Kim Gaskin, Gwendolyn Bostick, Marcia Husbands, Dave and Kathleen Bullen. We have Anthony Brewster's class, and they're also on this side. We have Alertha and Ray Glasgow, Avril July, Lauren and Kenny Ward, Wendy Rowell, Joshua and Kimmel Ward, Junior Graves and Jolene Ward Graves, Paul Grogran, and Margaret Mears. Sherlyn Henry's class, which is in this back quadrant over here, we have Sharon and Winston Cumberbatch, Donna Aline, Kelly Henry, Natalie Moses, Peggy Aline, Diana Small, Alex Cumberbatch, Carver Hines, Romel and Natisha Ward, Stephen Hewitt. Angela Ramsey is also in this back quadrant. We have Andrew Yearwood Sr. and Mona Yearwood, Simone Leacock, Annette Gibson, Ardeen Corbin, Elfrida Scanterbury, Jennifer Cox, Janet Yearwood, Fabian Brown, Carolyn Leacock Bradshaw, Heather Ann Agard, and Yvonne Husbands. The persons who I'm calling next is the youth group. This is, Chris has a youth group and also Kenny. So I'm calling the names of the ones for Kenny because not calling Chris's names, I don't have those names as yet since those names would change. So for Kenny Ward, this is the youth group, and Josiah, the young adult, we have Shaquille Henry, Kashana Lewis, Jesse Cumberbatch, Alana Cumberbatch, Chavez Bob, Antonio Brewster, Janae Scanterbury, Amani and Akini Glasgow, Aaron Yearwood, Joel Blackwood, Joshua and Nathan Leacock, Akiva Cumberbatch, Andrew Yearwood Jr. And there is only one person in the youth section at this moment, which is Josiah Ford, so he will also join the young adults class for now, since he's the only one in that age category. And finally, pardon? Where are they? Oh, sorry. They will be in the, until we find a permanent home for them, they would be in the back upstairs. They're making a section for them to be upstairs for now in the back, in the children's section. And finally, we have the new converts class, and the leaders for this group is Valmay Young and Junior Scott. And for the new converts class, we have Winston Clark, William Thompson, Ian Graves, Sophia Ford Graves, Angela Ford, Jose Agard, Pamela Gemma, Keithlin Gollop, and Anderson Ford. As I said, if you have not heard your name, you were not left out intentionally, just let me know so you can be added to a class. So we are going to go into our classes shortly. If for some reason you do not see your, by raise of hands, can I see those discussion leaders who are here this morning? By raise of hands. Okay. So you see where the discussion leaders are. So if your specific discussion leader is not here this morning, you can just draw near to one of the others. And finally, before we go into the classes, I just want to also share with the online viewers that there will be an online Bible study for you also, which the facilitators are rearing and ready to go. And again, if anyone is interested in being a part of the online study team, we have areas for the discussion facilitator, assistant facilitator, and care coordinator. If you want to have a better idea of what those roles entail, you can just ask me and I'll be sure to share with you. So right before we go into our classes, we will have our mission feature. So our classes will then run, the mission feature is about 4 minutes. So that will be 9:55 up until 10:40. So as soon as